It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is on Mr. Don Knotts and how he landed the role on the Andy Griffith Show thanks to a friendly card game. True. Take a look. Fans of the Andy Griffith Show know that the first episode of the season 1 titled The New Housekeeper wasn't actually the pilot episode for the series. The pilot was via the Danny Thomas Show, known prior to a network switch as Make Room for Daddy. In Season 7, a new episode called Danny Meets Andy Griffith was airing on a Monday night. In this pilot, several actors we'd come to know and love on the Andy Griffith Show were different, as were the police cars and the station layout. Plus, Deputy Sheriff Barney Fife was nowhere to be found. That's because his character hadn't been created yet. Don Knotts Mayberry, eventual deputy sheriff, wasn't originally cast in the show at all. The only reason he landed on the Andy Griffith Show is because he just so happened to see the pilot episode. When Danny Meets Andy Griffith aired, Don Knotts and his friend, stage actor Pat Harrington Jr. happened to be playing a friendly card game together. We were playing bridge with them one night, and he said, "I want to stop and watch the Danny Thomas Show," because they were thinking about using Pat on the show, Knotts said. It turned out that they were doing a pilot of the Andy Griffith Show that night. I didn't even know it. Andy was still back in New York, so I hadn't seen him in a long time. So when I saw this sheriff in a small town, I said he could use a deputy. The Andy Griffith Show wasn't the first time Knotts and Griffith had worked together. The two co-starred in the 1958 film No Time for Sergeants. Though Griffith and Knotts hadn't spoke to one another for some time, it didn't stop Knotts from picking up the phone and taking his best swing. So I called him in New York, and he said, "That's a hell of an idea," Knotts added. Griffith put Knotts in touch with a highly acclaimed creator and executive producer, Sheldon Leonard, who had plenty of appearances throughout classic television to pair with his behind-the-scenes success. I went in and talked to Sheldon, and we kicked it around for a while. I waited several weeks and finally got the call to come in and do the show. Just like that, Barney Fife was born. Knotts admitted he didn't know what the character would be from the start. He got a pretty good idea when scripts were in hand. "I didn't create the character in the beginning," Knotts said. "The writers wrote him in, and like all running parts in TV, each week you'd add something, then they'd add something, and the character just built as we went. To think, what if Mr. Harrington hadn't wanted to end the game of bridge early and turn on television?" Knotts may have never seen the backdoor pilot to the Andy Griffith Show, and fans may have never gotten the chance to know the clumsy, dedicated deputy sheriff known as Barney Fife. And there you go. I believe I did something on this before, but this was a little bit more in depth, I think. And plus, we got new viewers coming in all the time, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did a question and answer thing yesterday, your all's questions, and I'm getting more questions for another one. Didn't take off the way I thought it would. I thought it would be more popular than that, but I'm not giving up on it. So I'm going to be doing it. I might do one a week for a while, or maybe one every 2 weeks. I haven't made up my mind yet. We'll just see how many questions I get, and we'll go with that, and we'll see what the what you guys, how many viewers it actually gets, and we'll go from there. But I'm glad the ones that did watch it did enjoy it, and they gave me questions right away, so that's encouraging. If you did not go yesterday to go to Classic Rock and TV Facts or Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia, there's a video over there that I did yesterday, and it's on the Dillards, who played the Darlings on Andy Griffith Show. And some of it's about the Andy Griffith Show, but most of it's about their music and what they went through to get to where they were, and how Andy Griffith Show helped boost them to where they were. You guys might want to go over there and check that out. And if you don't have the link's in the description below, if you haven't been over there. And if you need the link directly to that video, hit me up in the comments and I'll send you the link. Anyway, I've stretched this on for almost 5 minutes, so let's take off. Have a great day. God bless you. And yes, I'll be praying for you.